Begging, please stay with me. But honestly, I just need to be a little crazy. All my life I've been good, but now I'm thinking, what the hell? All I want is to mess around. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a Veve Omi update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Before we get started, everyone check out @HateOfDon and @KingMouse Forever over on Twitter, Stead Chart and King Mouse over on the Veve app. Kobe Collection, Omi Player One over on the YouTube, Wraithx of ETH domain name. Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin' Cheeks, Veve Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sody Pop Media, Veve Darklink, Metal Lemon, and Veve Vibes, all on the YouTube. @Nomad with Guitar, @WetWizard Veve, and Gary O @1234CA3, all on the Twitter. I can tell just by that intro, I am not going to make it tonight. I did get a little sick over the last couple of days. It is not the Rona. I got tested for the Rona on Saturday. It is not that. Should I get tested again? I don't know. Yeah, I've just been making, so I haven't gone live, so I've been a little sick. Just one video a day. I'll try to go an hour for you guys, so don't put up too much comments. What I have is a really interesting. I'll start with some news that a buddy of mine, and I mentioned this in the last video, saying that there is something to be said about special mints. You know, if you do have some special mints, like whether it is Star Wars comic book 1977, Vader 1977, or special mints like that, some people will pay high prices for them. That being said, you have to be realistic with it. Yes, there is a couple of whales that would specialize in certain numbers that it wouldn't mean certain things to them, and they'll pay a premium for it. But let's just go with the Star Wars one. You know, the 1977 one. That person got a very, very lucrative offer. I think of like 70,000 gems, and with trade in of other stuff, and they didn't take it. I was like, guy, you literally paid $7 for that. Like, even if you sniped it from someone and paid like a couple thousand, 80,000 gems, like that, and the person's like, no, I want 100, and then listed for it for 150. Okay, that person got much less than 70,000 gems. I don't know what that person got, but that person got much less because all the hype was gone. Same thing just happened with Stitch. Same thing just happened with Stitch, where this person that had Stitch claimed that, oh, I have an offer for 8,000 gems, or plus other stuff, or 8,000 gems plus I think it was like a Walt or whatever. I forget what it was, and then you see it on the market for like 6,000. Like, okay, I thought you had an offer minimum for 8,000 gems, or like a good Walt or whatever. Okay, well, guess what? A friend of mine, he wound up buying it for much less than what was originally offered, because this person decided to try to be cute, try like, now I can get more. Maybe if you could get more one day at some point, like you could cash out now. You could cash out. Foster Hill made a good video. We had Taps Trades made a good video, all about cashing out. And if you did not think that we had Binance before, well, you can cash out to Binance USD, and guess what? That just kind of solidifies the kind of rumor, or that solidifies, just reaffirms the potential that we have Binance, and that, again, like Earth 2, I did a whole video on this before, where Earth 2 was supposed to introduce their Essence token in Q3. We had the CEO, Shane Isaac, come along and say, actually, we're not going to do that because of X, Y, and Z. What is X, Y, and Z? It is the overall bear market. It is the overall sentiment. It is the volatility of what is going on right now. And yeah, we don't have that. It's not just a Comey. It's every single project that cares about their token, that cares about their token holders, that are not doing it right now. They're just not going. Why? Because if Bitcoin goes from where it is, let's see what Bitcoin is right now. If Bitcoin goes from where it is at $20.2 thousand, and it goes back down to 16 or even 15 or even lower, God forbid, well, then guess what you have? You have that particular, all other cryptos going down, not just 40%, but maybe another 50 or 60. I think that'd be great if that could happen to Omi, but as we've seen before, as I've said, Omi's not bear proof, but it does have some bear market body armor on. While Bitcoin went from yay to down here, Omi's been outperforming constantly, 100%. I'll probably get more end of this week, early next week. I'm not 100% sure when, but yeah, that is And I know a couple of people that are doing what they can to get more as well. Whether it be the secret whale group that I have, whether it be the not so secret whale group that I have, or anybody in between. There's actually a very big deal going on behind the scenes, and there's a lot coming that I really wish I could say, but there's also a very big deal going on behind the scenes. I'll let you know exactly what that is for, exactly what collectibles. It is going to be pretty legit. It might not happen, just because there's so much. Everyone wants to. When you have, I don't want to say panic. When you do have panic, there's always a means to like escape. Where there is panic, there's arbitrage opportunity. There's people that are selling things too high, too low, whatever. One of the things that I'm really speculating about is San Diego Comic-Con. I've mentioned this in a couple of videos before that Marvel is coming back. They haven't been there in a while, partly because of the pandemic, partly because of other stuff. But right now, you do have a Chris Evans going and saying, "Hey, I would totally like to play Human Torch again." Wouldn't that be wild if we were to get Jim Halpert, if we were to get John Krasinski going in and playing as Reed Richards, and then we're going to have, if we would get Chris Evans back as that, he'd be more open to play that. He has been more open to coming back. I think that'd be really interesting. We do have a couple of Marvel Mighties on here, but I think one of the big announcements is going to be like a further integration between Marvel and Akomi and Veve. Again, I don't know what the big announcement is. I wouldn't be surprised if we were an official partner of San Diego Comic-Con. I think that would be great. We're supposed to have something like that last year before we didn't, but comment down below all your favorite speculations about that. One of the other things I needed to mention was Amar Singh, who is I like to consider a friend of mine now, has, again, there's a lot of different things that I would want to do to put my money and times towards. Obviously, most of which the end goal will never change for me. That is animal conservation. But in the meantime, being able to go and talk about his NFTs that are on Veve, he is partnered with Coinbase, his NFTs that are beyond Coinbase. But he did mention today, if you missed the video or you missed the AMA or my covering of it, that there might be some other NFTs that he has to be released later this year, probably on Coinbase. Why? Because he's partnered with them, same as Mumbot, same as Mac on Deck, same as I think one or two other people that we have on Veve as well. Been still trying to get Mumbot on the podcast for a while as well. There are a couple of other ones. I can't say I can't say what it is yet. The big eye, but I will give you. And I've said this before. For those of you that haven't seen it, I will be getting Donnie Jones on the podcast. A former NFL linebacker for about 11 years. What did he play for? I was Bengals. It was, let's see what it says over here. Ooh, excuse me. It was Eagles, Bengals, and it doesn't say where else. He played for, oh, no. It doesn't say. I could have sworn he played for more teams than that, but either way, he'll be on, we'll be talking about NFTs. I did have that, Chuck and Hank says, "You're the best, Randy. Get well soon." Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. It means a lot. We did meet at that fancy schmancy party that I went to on Friday, where I met a couple of other people as well. And one of the other people that I met happens to be an agent for a really awesome, cool person as well that you will see on the podcast late July. I cannot say what it is. Speaking of July, I do have Peter Shankman coming on. I do have Jeremiah Ayan coming on, and I'm trying to think of the other ones. I have a bunch of others coming on as well. Many of which I met at that Schmooze Fest at that party. But yeah, Amar had mentioned that the Pride was going to get utility, and that a lot of galleries had already expressed interest in Pride 2. Now, this tells me when something is public, like there's actual leaks of, oh, hey, I'm looking at getting interest in this. That tells me that there are certain galleries that already have Pride 1, that probably already have Pride 2, like kind of locked up, like they have a bunch of people going for it, and if they get it, then and then if they get it, they go and they can sell it to them, like the miners for Bitcoin. Miners of Bitcoin, they don't just keep the Bitcoin. A lot of times they sell it. So I think that's something similar here. I think you're going to see that as like a whole giant business in the future. Hey, go for the drop for me. and if you get it, we'll split the profits or whatever. As like a guaranteed sale type of deal. I could definitely see that happening with NFTs. I've been talking for about 10 minutes. Before I move on, I'm going to go to my YouTube. I'm going to go to my channel, and I'm going to go to this most recent video, and I'm going to ask everyone if they can smash that like button. It's a free way to help support the channel. Love that type of stuff. Now, moving on here. Dogboy says, yay, first one here. Hi, Dashy. Danny Marquez's comment, what up? Dogboy says, so can we KYC more than one account per person? They had mentioned that you wouldn't need to. I think you can combine accounts. At least that's what was teased, I think, by Alex, if I remember correctly. So just hold tight on that. But I do remember him, or maybe it was the Veve official account, saying that, I think it was Alex, saying that you won't have to, like, because you could be able to combine. Daniel Marquez says, P.S. meow, purr, little Dashy, it's good news, Dogboy, like the Terminator, I'll be back. Adam Awesomeface says, hooray, cash out. Totally. I mean, this is like the last piece of FUD, right? Like this, I'm so curious to see what the next piece of FUD will be. Like when Omi Utility, maybe something like that. Oh, God, I had this moron the other day. I don't know who it was. Somebody just saying like, actually the Akomi team just used the Omi token to fuel their stuff, and they're moving away from the Omi token now, and they're not going to use it anymore. I was like, where the fudge do you get off saying any of that? Like, I've never heard of you before. People say like the wildest things. It's like, did you come from another universe where that had happened, and you went through like a tunnel and a portal, and now you're here, and you're just confused? You on the good stuff? I don't know, man, but good times. Bill Gardner says, what up, Randy? What up, Bill Gardner? How you doing? Been a while. Ethan Youngberg says, hey, Randy, it's been a while. It has, Ethan Youngberg, my man, one of the youngest viewers that I have. I think you're 18 now. And yeah, Ethan, I hope you're still stacking. I think if I remember correctly, you had a couple 100,000 Omi, if not like 1 million. I hope you've been stacking, because it was a good time to stack. I'm up to 132.5 million. I will get up to 133 within a week. I will get up to 135 within 2 weeks. Before San Diego Comic-Con, I will be above 135 million. By San Diego Comic-Con, am I going to reach 140? I don't know. It's going to be hard, but we'll see. I am getting a lot of really cool... I'll probably get 140 at some point, just because, again, I've had a lot of job offers. I haven't taken any of them. I am considering taking one. If I do, it will be short term. I will still be able to do this most likely, and I'll still be able to do this, and I will be able to accumulate a little more Omi, to try to get the 140. Moving on. Muzzin on my feet says, oh. Ethan Younger says, opinions on Big Barda. I hold one, but thinking of selling. I haven't taken a look at Big Barda in a while. A lot of people tend to put Big Barda and Starlight. Oh God, what's her name? Starfire. They tend to kind of push those two together, and I don't really have a. Starfire is more popular. Let's go to the brands here. It's not Batman Black and White. It's not Cartoon Network. Where's the DC stuff? Is it DC Direct? Is it it might be DC Cover Girls. Nope, it's not the Cover Girls. It's not Artist Alley, right? Nope. Okay. It's not DC Battle Statue. Okay. Let's hope it's DC Direct here. Yeah, Bombshells. There we go. Big Barda. There's only 18 of her in the market. And she's for $4.9. Ooh, this is low. If you were going to sell for Omi, Ethan, I'd be like, okay, get like a couple 100,000 Omi. I would say do that. Get a couple 100,000 Omi, but if you're just selling like to stack gems, I wouldn't do that just yet. I would sell for Omi if that's what you're doing. I would totally do that. That's just what I would do. Justin Chua says, "What's everybody stacking today?" I do need to save. So I need to save some for the Mighties. I need to save some for Pride. I did try to sell my Ben Riley ultra rare for a Pride today, like Pride #1, because Pride was going down. Pride was at like $2,900, went to $2,400. But then this one guy, Willie, undercut me. So it was like $33.99 for a Ben Riley. So I was like, oh, let me put mine for 3.1. And this mother flapper put it for like 2.8. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not going lower than 2. I'm not going lower than what I am. I have every Mighties set, and they're a lot of fun. There's so many first appearances. So this is why I think that there's something special going to happen with these Mighties, because you have first appearance Loki, Valkyrie, Jane Foster, Odin, and Beta Ray Bill. All of these first appearances, and like there's Fantastic Four. Like there's no way that these aren't Game of Light. Like people would be so pissed if they wasted the first appearances on these Mighties. Like there has to be something. Now I could be 100% wrong. Maybe they thought like, oh well, this is part of the deal. Marvel Mighties gets the first thing, and I mean it is on like I think Disney Plus is like a kid show where like the Mighties are on, like it's like Spider-Man, like Spidey or whatever. But there's, I don't know, I just don't see it. You know, also we have Loki and his staff. So you do have a what's that called? Oh god. Not Ring of Power. Like Lord of the Rings here. The sickness has affected my brain. You do have a Power Stone, Reality Stone, Gemstone. What? Oh my god, what are they called? The stones. I'm just gonna call them the stones. The stones, the gems. You do have one of those, but yeah, I really do want to get a Pride. I think I can smash that buy now button. Sorry, I got a text here. I don't know what to say, but. Oh yeah. Also, I took a screenshot. On Spaces, after Amar Singh got off and whatever, we had our good old friend Wendy Stibalis. She came on and said like, "Hey, is anyone gonna do a translated article for Spanish speaking people?" Because she's done a lot of that before. She's done a lot of that. I don't know. I forget what Reese had said, but lo and behold, all it takes is for Wendy to go say like, "Hey, should we do this? Is this something that'll happen?" And then somebody did it like X amount of hours later. So shout out to Wendy and shout out to Huacas. I don't know who Huacas is, but for being able to do that, because yeah, Wendy says something that it usually gets done. So shout out to her for that. Moving on. Bill Garner says, "What are your thoughts on Stitch being the first appearance Disney Secret Rare?" I'm glad you made the distinction that said first appearance Secret Rare. Very good. Yeah, I want one. The reason why I'm glad you made that distinction is because we have a first edition Disney Secret Rare that comes in the form of Goofy in the lenticular cards, but yeah, Stitch is that first appearance Secret Rare from Disney. So it was very interesting. And so there's, unrelated to Veve, there was a TikTok I saw. Oh god, it was brutal. I'm gonna cry just thinking about it. There was this woman who she made the TikTok, and she's like, to the director of Lilo and Stitch, and she's like, I love this when I was younger, and I had like a 12-year-old Lilo and Stitch birthday party when I was a little too old to have one, but she had one, and then when she was 20, her mom had a daughter, kind of a little late in life, but yeah, her mom had a daughter, and that, she became the big sister, kind of like Lilo and Stitch, and then her mom died a few years ago of like brain cancer, and then she's like, and me and my sister, like, we identify with that movie so much. It's our favorite, and we watch it all the time, and I'm like, oh my god, this is like the saddest thing in the world. But it's like that connection. So not only do you have, like, not only is Stitch like huge in like a Hawaii, everyone loves Stitch in Hawaii, but also in Asia, and we haven't really gotten that big onboarding of those crazy rich Asians yet. And I say that not because they're all like that, it's just because the show on Netflix. Don't cancel me, guys. So you have that onboarding that hasn't really come up yet, and there are a lot of them. Like I like to think I'm this like, oh yeah, I have a bunch of whales, and I do, that I help advise, or at least I'm in contact with, but I do know a couple people worth that 9 and 10 figure mark, but there are some people that have like 11 figures to their name, which, for those that don't know, that's $10 million and above. I don't think I know anyone like that, at least not yet. But yeah, there's so much there's the people that are like me that are gonna get into this for generational wealth, or people that already have generational wealth. Like, hey, this is a good place to invest. Let me put, 50 million in the Omi token, and let me put, you can't even put that much into the Veve NFTs because there's just not that much of them yet. Like you could, I don't know, if you bought every single NFT, I don't know how many millions of dollars that would cost you. Not including any special mints, just whatever. Like if somebody were to just say, yeah, I have a first edition PSA 10 set for Pokemon, and let's say that costs you, I don't know, like $1 million maybe or whatever. But then you have someone that says like, oh, well, I have them all as gray stamps, and then suddenly that, and I have a couple errors in there, and that goes even further. So, if somebody has something like a 1977 Star Wars, or number 66 Vader, that type of thing would be, that type of thing would be, it would have it up even more. But even still, like, I don't know, I don't even think $50 million, you could buy everything on the app. You could clear out everything. And that type of thing will happen. There'll be people that are going to come in with like hedge funds or ETF funds, like, hey, we're buying this. And they're gonna do that not to like flip. They're just gonna do that as like someone's like retirement fund. Like, hey, I'm buying this specifically for retirement, specifically because it looks good. Yeah, I mean, first Superman on the blockchain. First, a lot of the people I spoke to at that meeting on Friday, like, what? Wait, really? You guys have this? Like, yeah, 100%. Check it. I had the Veve logo on there. So yeah, moving on. Isn't true. This is Big Barda is not a big name in the comic world. I would go for other things that are more well known. Yeah, I mean, what's Starfire at? If I have, no, I forgot. Okay, let me go answer this message. I shouted. Hold on. Okay, where was I? I'm gonna go and see what the bombshells. What Starfire is, because if it's only like 500 for Barda, and there's more of Starfire, which is 585. If you have enough Omi and you just decided to go and say like, hey, I'm gonna just keep all the gems in the app, yeah, sell and get Starfire, because it's only another 85 gems, maybe a little bit more after the fees. And then if you want to do that, I'd say that's fine, because again, Starfire, although already good like 18% higher than Barda, will probably still, I mean, yeah, it's just a lot more popular. There's a lot more people that want it. Now, I don't know. I think eventually there'll be 1,000 people that are just going to want that first season. I mean, the first season is very, 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 very attractive to a lot of people that are coming in late. Oh, the first season? Yeah, I mean, there's what, like 100, maybe 100 people that could get it in total. Maybe. Why? Because just because of Donnie. Donnies are so low. They were owned by so few people. God, what were they owned by? Like 30 people, maybe. Like had all of them. I think even less than that. I think it was maybe like 15 or 18 people that held all of them. Now, obviously, that's dispersed a little bit now, but yeah, it's so hard to get that. All right, moving on here. Where was I? Muzzard on my feet says, funny how Big Barda used to be in one of the expensive ones back in the early days. She'll get back there again. You cannot, I mean, you can put a price on. The first things that appear on here are they're the first. They're just going to, let me tell this guy I'm streaming now. 10 p.m. good? So I guess I'm gonna try to bounce at 10. Yeah, the first of anything. Like, why am I so bullish on that first set? It's because it's the first. It's the first set. But yeah, that whole first season. Picture the first set. Todd, Riso, and then the other two. Picture them as like the hollows. Picture them as like, or maybe like Charizard, Venusaur, Blastoise, and then the rest of the set, the rest of, that first edition base set could either be the rest of the hollows, or it could be that whole set, and that would be season 1. Yeah, That season 1 is like Pokemon base set. Because this is again going to be a household name. Nobody knows about this yet. And it's important that nobody knows about this yet because that's by design. They're going to market this. Oh my god, this is going to be so freaking huge. Like, y'all have no idea. There's a reason why I bought so much Obi, and I'm going to buy more. Where are we at? Ethan Youngberg says, yeah, Big Barda is lowest total mints. 2020 NFT on the app, making it pretty rare and undervalued for the price right now, and the first complete set on its own. That's a good point. Bill Gardner says, wow, they accepted Binance USD. Oh, God, where'd it go? Binance USD for sure. Solidity, yeah, they did. The exchanges know where their bread's going to be buttered. I do have Justin Chua saying, yeah, because there weren't big characters then. Yeah, that's a good point. Chuck and Hank says, who's got all the screenshots of the photos making stupid comments about MTL? Dude, I have one that is I might make it an NFT at some point. Let me try to find it. It was a few days ago. It was on Reddit. Oh god. I don't know if I can find it. It's gonna be... and it was funny. Was it on Sunday? It had to have been a few days ago, because I know I screenshotted it. There's no way I deleted it, right? Maybe I did delete it? I really wish I could read it to y'all. I don't have it, though, unfortunately. I wish I did, because it had to be after Saturday. I'll look for it once more. But the reason why I had screenshot it is because... Okay, here it is. It says, is there anyone more diluted in this community? I think his last price prediction for OMI was 0.03 by now. It was actually a lot higher than that, but we actually had the reason for that was because we were supposed to have, that immutable switchover was supposed to happen like mid last year. And then the reasons why it didn't go to where I thought it was because that got delayed. Pretty much everything got delayed. But that wasn't the big thing. We do have somebody that says, if only his predictions were the only issue, many in the community make them, and they're speculation at best. Nobody takes them seriously, or rather shouldn't. But Randy's desperate at this point. I'd be too if I were down 400k. I was actually down 900k at one point, almost a million. Says, but you can't watch this video in its entirety and not at least giggle. It's shamefully disgusting and filled with self-important attitude. Not one sentence in this was true. And this was about the video I made, I think on Saturday. It was after the Schmooze Fest in the Hamptons. And it says, I would bet my portfolio that not one sentence in this is true. I guarantee his portfolio is like not even 5 figures. It says, I want to see those messages swarming with jobs. Let me venture a guess. They were all done in real life. At that billionaire party he definitely attended. Delusional. So why I screenshot stuff like that, one is because it's funny, but two, because it's, people have different motivations. And usually the best revenge is living your best life and really being successful. Like there's a couple people that I know that have had a lot of haters in the past, and the best thing to do is just continue to be yourself, continue to be successful. And if you can do that, it just enrages the other person or the haters like that much more. But yeah, had a lot of messages like that. Bill Gardner says solidify. Ginferno says howdy Ginferno. I hope you're doing well. Where was I? Sinful Miles says, when you start out making videos, did you improvise a lot of what you talk about? Do you use a script or keep a bit of notes while talking? When I started making videos, yeah, I wrote down, because it was just Pokemon sales data, so I would write them down, like, okay, first, because I didn't have a tablet, all I had was my phone, so I couldn't just take screenshots and then just be like, okay, screenshots, let me, swipe through while reading. So I got partnered on YouTube just with this phone. No fancy equipment, no nothing, that's all you need, hard work and dedication. And so I wrote everything down on like a notebook. Oh yeah, Charizard first edition PSA 9 sold for, whatever it sold for, and I would do that every single day. And when I was covering Tesla, I would write a couple of notes. I wouldn't really have a script. Earth 2, I had a script because there was so much that I wanted to say, and I would write everything down. And I would eventually, what I would do with Earth 2 is I would go to I would go to work. I would go to my office, and I would stay late. Let's say everyone stopped at like 6, 7 o'clock, whatever. I would be in the office till 10:30, just making videos. And writing scripts for the next morning. So I would write 4 scripts. I would write one. I would do the Pokemon stuff. I would do a Tesla video. I would do a Earth 2 video, and then I would write 2 scripts for the next morning as well, where I'd type 2 scripts. One would be that day, and one would be that morning for the next morning. Where I would wake up and do another Earth 2 video because I wanted to do those videos twice a day because that was important. That was very important. And yeah, that was, God, that, so obviously I was not sleeping. That was, I don't want to say that was horrible, but that was, bad times. But yeah, that's what I used to do. I used to have scripts but it wasn't like professional. I'd be like, and this, like it would be horrible. Justin Cho said, "What are your whale friends buying, Randy?" A lot of Omi, a lot of Omi. Like there's a big, collectible deal potential that's really big, and I've talked to 4 whales about it, and I said, like, full disclosure, like, if I were to have this much money, I would put most of it into Omi. I would buy a couple of things, but if I had this amount for what this particular thing is going for, I would probably just buy Omi. But some people have enough Omi, and they're like, I need to diversify. I was like, okay, all right, fair point. D Supreme says Amazing Fantasy 15, confirmed by David Yu in the AMA. Nice. Milham says, what up, buddy? What up, Milham? I hope you're doing well. My friendo. Sinful Mawile says, if we get Human Torch Chris Evans, it will have to be an alternate universe version, unlike in Multiverse of Madness or No Way Home. Yeah, of course. Actually, what they're doing, dude, it's insane. So back in the day, or I don't even want to say back in the day, just even like the last decade, Fox had a plan for like a civil war of the old Fantastic Four and the X-Men, and I think it might have been the new Fantastic Four. Yeah, so they had like an X-Men, Fantastic Four, something else like Civil War they had planned. I was like, oh, that could have been interesting. It got shelved for various reasons. And then Marvel took over, so that's not happening. But they are doing a X-Men 97. It's supposed to be a continuation of the X-Men show from 1997, and then also be in the same universe as I think the new Fantastic Four or one of the new X-Men is coming out. I don't know what I have to really do more research on that, but I do know the 97 X-Men that they're doing is a continuation of that old that old X-Men. I loved it when Professor Xavier comes in Doctor Strange. Oh my goodness. And then they play that music, they play the theme. I was like, ah! I lost my god. Like, ask Steph Celentano, ask Yo Steph. I was there, she was seeing it with me, and I was freaking the fudge out. I was like, oh, all the people that were playing it. Rip to everyone in the 838 universe that that died in that movie. But yeah, great times. Moving on. Toasted Bagel says, Randy, did you buy Vader back? No, I'm stupid. I'm a stupid boy. I don't have the funds for Vader right now. I mean, maybe at some point I might. Okay, at 10. All right, so I got 40 minutes, guys. Got 40 minutes before I gotta go on a phone call. Need to save my voice for that. Oh god. Where was I? Moving on here. Chuck and Hank, thank you so much for the super chat. You're the best, Randy. Get well soon. Why, thank you. I need more food also. I had 2 sandwiches. They're called the Italian Job from 7-Eleven. Oh, they're so good. They're just like 3 different types of meats, and there's some type of thing on there. I just put some honey on there, and yes, I have done a bad. I bought cookies. I just, when I don't feel well, it's like, you know what, just go for broke. Like, I feel like I'm dying anyway, so I'll say it doesn't matter, but, Okay, moving on. Gabriel Druin says, so I understand the inherent risk of keeping crypto on exchanges, but are hot wallets like Trust Wallet safer, or do you need to go cold wallet? I have all my crypto on various Trust wallets. if you wanted to, you can put it on something else like a ledger, and it just takes so much time. Oh, what was that? Dog? I hear a woof. Woof woof here and woof woof there. Here woof there woof everywhere woof woof. Sorry. I'm so stupid. There's a like the ledger. It takes time because you need a computer, and I don't have a computer. So trust wallets are just easier. I could just go to that location. There are two that are in a bank. Two trust wallets that are in a bank where, if it's like Friday after 5 and it's a holiday weekend and I can't get in there until Tuesday, that's a problem. But again, that's why I don't have all my OMI in that location. Just two of my wallets have it there. The rest are at various friends' places and stuff like that. So I would say, I would definitely say in the trust wallets are a lot easier, especially if you don't have a computer. But there's nothing really wrong with like a Nano Ledger X or whatever they're called. I think Foster just did a video on it, and why was just because it's just an additional step. It is more secure, I think. I mean they're both, I think, the same amount of secure, because like if you get a seed phrase, it's like 12 different words, and it'll be like truck, car. It's like somebody trying to re-scramble the brain of Winter Soldier, like Odin, like they just it's just like 12 random words. But if you screenshot it and like email it to yourself, then it's in your email. If your email gets hacked, then somebody gets so you definitely don't want to have any. You want to write it down. You want to put on a piece of paper like 3 different times. You want to put that in the same place as that trust wallet. Has to be secure. But I mean, if somebody ever finds it, then okay, well, they have the trust wallet, and then they have the actual what do you call it, the paper. So it's got to be secure. Don't just leave it like, oh my God, when Tap said like he keeps his crypto on his phone. Taps, what you doing, fam? I think he remedied that afterwards. But yeah, moving on. Darth Chaos says, hello there, General Kenobi. Ray Grenade says, Safu, what's up, Ray Grenade? It's been a while, Safu. Ethan Youngberg says, yeah, I'm 18 now. I've definitely been stacking OMI and collectibles. Consider myself a fish, but but definitely ain't a whale. Good for you. I'm so happy for you. If I could, switch places, and be 18 again, oh God, I could, and knowing what I know now, that's just, guarantee you, any wealthy person, mostly over the age of like 60, probably even 50, would much rather be broke in 18. Just get that time back. Oh, get that time back. Most valuable asset. Sorry. Moving on. Crypto Boy says, Hero can't do KYC. Can you help? Hero has KYC. Now, granted, with Hero, apparently it takes several weeks for it to happen, but they do have KYC. But yeah, it does take X amount of weeks for it to kind of go through. This is kind of new. We've been working on this for a while. Why is it so smooth? They've been working on it for a long time. Hero kind of just rolled it out, and they had a bunch of issues. They're going through a lot of growing pains. I cannot help. I don't even work for Veve, but I definitely don't work for Hero. I like Hero as a collectible app. I like collecting things that are really cheap, and most of what they have is like $1. Same with Pokemon cards. Most Pokemon cards are $1. Most Hero cards are $1 as well. They're just very cheap. There's not a lot of action on it. Will there be action on it at some point in the future? Yeah, probably. Veve. Most people are gonna love Veve, but you can love two things. You can love Veve and Hero. You can love Veve and Batcows. You can, or maybe they're just into cards and they don't like Veve. They will have some market share. Does it suck that their most expensive card is $2,200 and most of their cards are under $100, if not $1? Sure, but again, we are in a bear market right now. We have seen Veve go from up here down to down here and then back to up here again and settle. Yeah, it's bear markets are crazy. Bill Gardner says Beta Ray Bill first appearance. Oh, I love him so much. If he's not in Guardians Galaxy 3 or Thor 4 11, he's got to be somewhere. Like, come on, give us our Beta Ray Bill. We've waited long enough. This is quite enough. Gusto T says, when I have the cash out, I'm going to buy 100 gems using my credit card and cash that out for a test. I can't sell any of my NFTs. So I think you do need 1,000 gems to cash out, I believe. Fun Under the Sun says, Pikachu loves you, Randy. Oh, why thank you, Fun Under the Sun. Crypto Insomnia says, what up, Randy? What up, Crypto? Darth Chaos says, there had to be too many first appearances for Mighties for them not to do anything. Yeah, I agree. So also, I realize I'm already 24 minutes behind. I really got to keep it up. Darth Chaos says, I'm hoping to get the set for tomorrow's drop. Yeah, me too. I don't have enough buttons. I'll transfer something. Excuse me. Sinful Miles says, my precious. Alice Havley says, what up, fam? Great day to all. Great day for you. Darth Chaos says, Infinity Stones. Oh, Infinity Stones. I'm so stupid. I don't know why I wasn't thinking of that. Okay, so, oh, really? It is? I need Stitch. Yeah, same. Third was, did KYC on Hero almost a month, but no update yet? Yeah, it's... I'd put in another ticket or, email them again. But yeah, they are unfortunately backed up a lot. Darth Chaos says, damn, wow. Sinful Miles says, I don't like the look of the secret rare Stitch. Looks like someone put a tie-dye on the common. Aw. Poor Stitch. Hellboy says, I bought 10 sub 1,000 Skywalker lightsabers since drop, all under 60 each. I know that I made you buy the sub 100 saber. Yeah, you did. What are your thoughts on the 3 digits going forward? I mean, if you can't get the 2 digits, let's see how much they are. Also, be advised, guys, if I don't get to your comment by 10 o'clock, I gotta go. All right, so let's go to the drops and let's take a look. See at the lightsaber set and Anakin Skywalker's. Now, granted, there are 20,000 of these, but only 370 on the actual thing here. So there's actually less than 2%, right? Yeah, because 19. Let's say 20,000. 2,000 would be 10%. 200. Yeah, so there's less than 2% of them on sale. God, the floor is $30 still. That is so stupid. So let's say like 300 would be the sub 100 would be, give or take. Nope, can't do that. There is. Oh yeah, no. The cheapest one is $680. So what I bought it at. Let me go to my full sets. Come on now, touch me. All right, where you at? Yeah, okay. I should be able to see what I paid for it. 8 of these. Yep, 8 of them. It was number 73, and I paid $495. Now the cheapest is number 91 at $680. Which I would say is. I mean, it's the cheapest one, so that there is no cheaper option. And the cheapest one after that is number 70 at $1,600, and then number 42 at $1,900, which is really, really weird. I'm sorry, 65 is $1,800, but yeah, it's so weird that after you buy the number 91, the sub 100 floor more than doubles to $1,600, has a little bit of movement to $1,800 at 65, and then number 42, the second best one you can get, is probably $19.99, right? $19.77. That's that's really interesting. Now I'm not gonna say that $1,900 is stupid undervalued. I would say, but compared to everything else for what it is, so let's do this. We have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's only 14 sub 100s. A few of these might get bought up, especially that number 91 for $680. That, again, is it a little higher than I would suspect right now? Maybe a little bit, but again, there is no cheaper option. Press. Okay, no, get out of here. Not looking at you. Okay. So the 3-digit ones, those are going to be. I mean, I guarantee I can find a 3-digit for. All right, what's the cheapest one? All right, 139. Okay, there's 139, 133. There's number 517 for 100, 569 for 94. Actually, 94 is the cheapest. Really interesting. Yeah, it was 94 gems for the cheapest. So There actually might be a play for the 3-digit ones. I don't know exactly how I would calculate that, as I would the sub 100s, but there probably will be a play for that in the future. Moving on. Tinful Mile says, I've been thinking of translating my videos to Mandarin, Japanese, and Korean to reach an Asian audience, but people on Reddit are saying to hire a translator instead of using Google Translate. Probably would be ideal. This is good to Siege Inferno, but who knows. SWT Gaming says, well, looks like it. Looks fresh. Thank you. When Supergirl, what's up, Wendy? Says, thank you, Randy. Of course, Wen. Squid Cat says, what up, Randy, Dashy, and E2 and Veve fam? What up, cuz? SWAT Games, I think Secret Rare Stitch is undervalued. Yes, agreed. Says, and the other two, of course. Darth Chaos says, ignore the haters. Gotta. Well, although I do feel like, where Rocky loses in Rocky 3 to Clubber Lang, and then, a lot of people doubt that he can come back, and Apollo's like, don't listen to him, Rock. And then Apollo's like, no, do listen to him, Rock. Because when this is over, they're all going to owe you a grave apology. And it's like, oh, yeah, listen to the haters. So I kind of get a lot of my stuff from Rocky. What we got here? Sean ZZ's, are we getting Amazing Spider-Man 15 this August? They seem to slip up during the AMA. I'm not sure. And again, a lot of things are subject to change. So until I see it, I'm just going to pretend it's not here. Pretend it's not happening. Obviously, of course it is, but we don't know when. Bill Garn says, Randy, I've been following you since you were doing videos in the office and car, and I will follow you to the bull market moon. Bro, thanks, Bill. That does mean a lot. It really does. When Supergirl says, Sean ZZ. Ow, my throat. And Tomorrow says, 4 videos in a day. I've been doing 2 a day so far. 1 VV, 1 Earth 2, and maybe I'll do a third and talk about something unrelated. Yeah, it was wild. It was because I would do a Pokemon video, a Tesla video, an Earth 2 video, and then I would do like a random video on like politics or whatever, God, it was insane. It was, God, I was, and I had 2 businesses, like the high risk lending business and the high Pokemon collectibles business. Oh Lordy, was that rough? I don't know. I just want to give my past self a hug and be like, it's okay, man. It's all gonna work out. Jesus, that was insane. Sean Z says, Wendy, I don't know if you remember this, but you sold me one of my first collectibles way back in the day. Good times. Crystal Stroud, meow, meow, meow. When Supergirl says, I did. I remember you for that. That was the first time I sold a collectible, I think, if I recall. Well, ahahaha, good times. Oh my God, Satoshi says, loss of those under 18-year-olds on the app, largest market potential lost, in my opinion. No. Most people, the peak of making money is in your 40s. Now, most people that are into crypto are in their 30s. Most people in their NFTs are a bit younger, but yeah, no, the big money is in people in their 30s and 40s, not teenagers. Now, I'm not saying that it won't be desirable to teenagers and that we should just disregard them. No, they're the future, but that is not the largest market potential at all. Bill Garner says, it was good to hear that we would have custody of our Essence wallets and not Earth 2. Yes, I love that, but I can see people messing up and accidentally losing their keys, burning that Essence forever. But yeah, super excited for that again. Did video on that before. Essence, God, it's going to go to the moon next year when they release. Donna Marie says, how are your trust wallets in a bank? Can you explain? Yeah, I just, you can go to any like Metro store, or you can go, I think any even phone kiosk, and just get a phone and keep it charged, and you can download Trust Wallet, and you could get a safe deposit box, and you could go and put your phone or phones in that safe deposit box that has the OMI. That's it. And then even if the Trust Wallets, like if the phones don't work, I put them in there with the seed phrases, so I could just download Trust Wallet and just open up, via a seed phrase again. Milgar says, I have a Bitcoin vault. It's a giant version of a ledger. Very good, very good. Yeah, vaults are great. Vaults. Oh God, I only have. Oh no, yeah, I got a half hour left. Okay, good. We good, fam. J91 Raven says, Randy, I have a ton of screenshots from Peak FUD ready to go. Get it. News Now Marijuana says Maxwell didn't kill herself. You're right. Ghislaine Maxwell did not kill herself. I really hope she survives. Just not because I think she's like good or anything, but just so that she can tell on everyone that was in that whole mess, whether it's royalty, whether it's politicians, tell on everyone. John ZZ says, at Wendy, I'll never forget that. One day in the future, at a Veve meetup, we'll laugh and reminisce about that. I hope all is well with you. Heart. Justin says, Loki. Says Foster got withdrawal in minutes. Yeah, Foster got it really quickly. I think Taps got his pretty quickly as well. One Supergirl says, definitely looking forward to meet you in real life. I am with the Rona right now, but I am fine. Ah ha ha ha. Much love to you all. Yeah, everyone wish Wendy to get well. She is quite sick. Thanks Wendy for retweeting my stuff there. Think about so we have a tweet from Lori Brenner. Says things I learned about Veve today. 1. KYC and MTL for all by mid-July. 2. Multiple accounts can merge. 3. Kids will be verified soon. 4. Givenchy utility. 5. Museums interested in NFTs. 6. Marvel Veve sharing the stage at Comic-Con. 7. Cinemark/Veve partners. 8. WB executive Hearts Veve. 9. Amazing Fantasy 15 soon. I'm going to put this in a video. Maybe tomorrow. I already made a video today. Where was I? Squid Cat says the Odin Mighty is going to be the sleeper of the batch. Dude, people don't know. Odin is one of the most powerful characters in Marvel Comics. He's got the Odin Force. It was rumored that the reason why Thanos didn't come to Earth before was because Odin was there. Odin with his Odin Force, Thanos was like, nope, I'm good, y'all. I'm gonna wait. Then once Odin was gone, Thanos was like, yo, have at me, mother flappers. Yeah. Where was I? Bill Finger says, thoughts on the OUP cash out fee for staking tiers? What do you think it should be? I think that if you lock up a lot of OMI, you should have less fees. That would make sense. I'm so curious to see what the OMI utility article will be, when it'll be. We'll probably get that after Comic-Con. Yeah, we'll probably get that after Comic-Con. Sometime in summer, I would think. Sometime in Q3. Marcus Meb says, I've had this theory for long that highest mints will outperform low mints, aka 4100, when the sub-40s will be released into people in the future. What do you think? I mean, Henry Pagluca just bought a comic, I think it was Amazing Spider-Man 1, for $7,000 because it was one of the highest secret rare mints. So yes, I do believe. I still believe. Sorry, Britney Spears. I do definitely believe that they have their place. Clearly, me and him and other people have gotten that. And because there's only a few of those where there's a lot of... I mean, but again, that's only a few people that would really want that. But because there's so few of the last mints, it really only takes a couple of people to really drive that price up. There's a lot more of the lower mints, but then a lot more people want them. It's really hard to say. They'll both have their place, and they'll both do really well. Squidcast says, smash that like button. Smash it. Justin says, truly one of the cryptos ever. It's Orbin time. It's morphin' time, dude. When I was in the military and in basic training, even in tech school, you would do this thing called the upper back stretch, and you would have to go, upper back stretch! And that's just what you would do. And does it really stretch your upper back that well? I don't know. But every now and then, I wouldn't say upper back stretch. I would be like, it's morphin' time! And like I would say it light enough or low enough that no one would really hear me. Thankfully, no. Oh god, I would have had to go on my face. Like, I just wouldn't say like get on your face. You're supposed to do a bunch of push-ups. Luckily, they never caught me. Commons and Zero says, Randonite. Do you think interoperability is the next milestone we cross after KYC for everyone complete? I don't think that's up to Veve. I think that would be up to Immutable X saying, hey, are they finally going to be interoperable with OpenSea? Are they going to be interoperable with GameStop? And they're definitely going to be able to interoperable with Coinbase NFT. But will they be interoperable with other stuff like GameStop NFT? eBay just filed for their thing. So if eBay goes and they say, hey, yeah, we got an NFT marketplace as well, probably interoperable with them. There's people that are making these giant picture frames that you could put your NFT in. I think we could be interoperable with that. I don't know why my left hand hurts so much. It's really weird. Is that going to be the next thing? I don't know. That's probably going to be one of the things. Maybe this year, maybe next year. Not sure. Not for Trade says, have you given Quid a chance? They have some Holy Grail comics like Amazing Fantasy 15 and Captain America 1, slabbed and graded. Are they NFTs? And are they actual comics, or are they covers of the comics like Hero? Yeah, be really curious about that. Now for Trade, says and low editions too. Some like Amazing Fantasy 15 only have 100 total editions. A lot of people don't know that. I did not know that, but I've seen some of their NFTs, and I guess they're like normal NFTs that are a lot of JPEGs. But I'm curious to see if they're. I don't know if they're actually NFTs or not. But yeah. Drew says, switch Givenchy to try tomorrow on the drop. On the best chance to get something. It will be tough. So a few mints. I'm going to try for the Pride too. I think that's what a lot of people are trying for. Ray Fixie said that he believes Pride will go up to $50,000, and it very well might at some point. There's not a ton of them. Galleries are going to want them. So yeah, I think that do be true. I have decided at some point, I've been told for a while that I'm going to write a book. I wrote on Facebook today. I'm going to write so many amazing books one day. Can't wait to talk about all the stuff I'm doing now. It's exhilarating. You guys are getting a little bit of a preview to that. But for the most part, this is something that I will... There's a lot... I can't wait. I can't wait for like the next 2 years to happen to be like, hey guys, I knew about this, and then just come out with a book or something. But Under the Sun says, did they say the type of utility Pride 1 will have? I mean, you'll get merch, but I'll let you guys know as I talk to Amar further about that, and then I'll keep you posted. Justin says, Comey is sending my crypto back. It looks like, what a cluster fudge. Yeah, so be advised, guys, that if you are able to take your OMI from an exchange, and you were able to put OMI on the web app at any time up until a few months ago, before we migrated. And Bit4X, you could have the GoChain OMI. You could still send GoChain OMI to Bit4X and have it come back as ERC20 OMI. And now obviously the Veve app does take ERC20 OMI, but it takes layer 2 OMI. If you have your OMI on a exchange, it is layer 1 OMI. So if you send layer 1 OMI to the Veve app, it's just not going to make it. You will have to contact Veve. They should be able to get it back for you. But yeah, that's the whole thing. Justin Fisher says, is it just me, or are the Skywalker lightsabers oversold, currently below retail? Well, there's less than 2% of them out there. Okay, all right, where's the market? No, this is the store. Yeah, I mean, less than 2% of them out there, and at 28, God, that's so low. That's so low. And again, so let's just say you have 300, you buy 10 of them. Let's say if you try to buy 10%, so 350, so that's 650, plus 380, that'd be 730, so that'd be 1030. Okay, 1030, and then let's just do it 400, so $1,430, and you get 10% of what's on sale right there. And so you get 40 lightsabers. That's a little over 10% of what's available on the market, and you raise it from $28 to $40, which is not a ton for what you're spending, and a lot more people will go. Traps Wellington has one on there for $41. But yeah, they're very, very. I mean, could they go lower? Sure. People. I don't think a ton of the Star Wars collectors are in here yet. I think a good amount are, but I don't think a ton of them are yet. God, where was I? JL says, I bought more OMI last night. Get it, brother? Justin says, do you want to hold off on getting more OMI if you think there's downside in the market? I mean, I was talking to a friend about it before, and he said, well, listen, sometimes opportunity is lost by trying to get the very best deal. Let's say if I get, windfall of like $10,000 today, do I just put 1,000 in today, put a couple thousand in next week to try to really time the bottom? Or do I be like, all right, it's 0.0015. Yeah, like just get it now. Like this is stupid low. Like it doesn't matter how it's stupid low. It's I mean, I'm okay with putting it in now. If I had, any money that I have, put it in now, and then it gets cut in half, or maybe not cut in half, but go down to 0.00105 or whatever. I have no problem doing that. I would much rather do that and have that happen as opposed to me trying to wait and time it, and then like we skyrocket for whatever reason. I would much rather. That's what I would feel more comfortable doing. Again, that's just me. Juices, do you plan on staking Essence for resource validation? Some of it, yeah. Some I will. Not the whole thing, but maybe half. Justin says, I have ERC20 OMI on my Trust Wallet. Yeah, your Trust Wallet, you can have GoChain OMI or ERC20 OMI, but I think that's just layer 1, I think. JL says, I'll buy more if OMI dips again. Nice. JL says, yes, I bought at market price and cut ahead of others. I got the better price because the price went up. I might have pushed the price up with my buys last night. Oh, that was you. Very nice. Not much. Because it says, for the record, I did not send layer 1 OMI to the wallet. It says directly under deposit layer 2 only. Oh, so you sent... Oh, so Bit4X has a layer 2? That's interesting if it does, because I don't think I heard that before. Not for Trade says, yes, Quid is NFTs that are going to be mintable to Ethereum. They have to stay on the app at the moment, but brands like Atari can be taken off app already. That is really cool. I now, granted, the or what they had, I saw like a year-ish ago. At that time, I wasn't really a fan of what they had, but if that gotten better, then cool. If people like them, even better. And again, if they're super rare, even if most people don't like them, then a couple people that do, they'll be like, oh, hey, this is pretty cool. And if they're super rare, people will fight over them, and they'll have a place. But I don't really know too much about them. Just says, sent you a screenshot of my Bit4X. Copy that. Our Trade says, yes, these are digital representations of the actual slabbed and graded comics that are rare in real life. That's why the editions are so low. Oh, they made NFTs of the actual comics? That's interesting. JL says, the buyers far outnumbered the sellers on Bit4X last night. Yeah. I mean, the price is so low. Like, who wants to sell here? I have a couple minutes, so let me take a look at that. Let me take a look at the price here. Go to the Bit4X. Oh, my back. My knee. Let me go instead of this and see what we got here. 0.00142. Wow, we're up 0.3. We're up 8% on the day. Pretty nice. 30 million buy orders, 20 million sell orders. I think the volume was up too. I think the volume was at like 1.4 million, give or take. 1.362. It's pretty much 4. And this is with just a small amount of volume. There's going to be a lot. Now, I think a lot of these people, it went up to 0.0016. Baby moose. Oh my god. Oh my god. The town next to me is 4-bedroom, 1-bath, house rental. Oh my god, it's $4,000 a month plus utilities. Jesus, man. Jesus. So yeah, I think a lot of people that bought at 0.0011, they're like, oh, hey, made 30%, 40%, let me go and sell. And they do that. So I think that's why we had a little bit of pressure there. And we didn't get past the 0.001158 or 116, whatever it was. Which is fine. I'm fine to accumulate here, between the 0.0012, 0.0015. So if I can accumulate in there, I think that's fine. And again, we could have some even more bearish news in July. It could, as far as the macro, I'm not even talking about Veve and Comey, just that macro, we might have that. Again, we are kind of in this recession. Some people say like, oh no, we're not in a recession yet. When deli meat cost double of what it did a little while ago, I would say that's a recession area. We're going to burn a lot of OMI tomorrow. Because tomorrow, it's today, the 28th, yeah. Oh, nice. We burned 177 million OMI today. So going in from Thursday, we had 4, 5, yep, that over $1 billion again this week. Over $1 billion Omi burn. We're at 61.8. By tomorrow we'll have well over 62 billion. Yeah, this is good times. This is really good times. All right, moving on here. So JL says a few $1,000 could have cleared out all the sellers easy last night. One whale could make this rocket. Good. I had a buddy of mine that just bought another 5 million Omi today. So sell my Amazing Spider-Man 1 for 2 Vaders. It's hard. I don't know. I think both are good. I think comic prices are really undervalued compared to what their actual prices are. So I don't even know what my Fantastic Four #1 is. Let's take a look. Let's go to my comics. Fantastic Four #1. You got your girl. Oh, it's up to 9K. Nice. But yeah, the all new Marvel Now .1. That one up to like $400 yesterday. That was insane. You know, I was buying between 125 and 150, but yeah, these are really good. Also, I tried to get that guy Mr. White. He's the white whale that people were talking about. Because he's got 144 backstab white lab or white the white labbits. I'll show you from Kazakh series 2. Yeah, the white backstab labbit, that guy. For those of you that haven't seen, that was a 1400. It went down. This guy, white. Yeah, 144 of them. Absolutely insane. Absolutely bananas. So yeah. Justin says, nice, says 61 billion burn on VV Tracker. Nice. Justin Fisher says, what do you think of the Bored Ape Yacht Club accusations? I think I would not want to be Bored Ape Yacht Club right now. Is it true? I don't know. Maybe it has some elements of truth to it where some of it started like that, but you know, do I think the whole community is like that? No, not at all. I think most of the community is probably pretty good, and it's just, you know, you have a few bad actors, and I don't know it 100%. I'm just trying to look at it logically. The voice is thinking about that it may lose value if Amazing Spider-Man 15 comes out. I mean, maybe. I think comics just kind of have its own thing. Mohammed Siddiqui says, I'm very tempted to buy 6 secret rare alligator Lokis right now, but if Omi goes lower, I might buy more of that instead. So listen, like I love alligator Lokis. I could tell you to like I could pump my bags like no Lokis for. I mean, Lokis I do think are one of the better ones on the app because of how many is locked up, which is I think 24% of the secret rare are locked up. But that being said, for me, if I had, you know, let's say an extra 15. I don't know, like $5,000, let's say that, or 5,000 gems that it would take there, I'd be like, listen, I would much rather get a couple million Omi than, you know, maybe I would get a couple million Omi and then one of these, you know, one of these alligator Lokis, but yeah, I think Omi is better than pretty much anything on this app right now. Not everything. There are some things that you can get, and again, you have the emotional ties, but I only have 2 grails left. I only have the partner statue and Fantastic Four #1. That's it. Yeah, I already sold everything else for Omi. You know, that's where my position is. Could I be wrong? Sure. Have I been wrong before? Absolutely. You know, long term, I believe I'm right though. I mean, you know, that's just what I'm playing. That's just me. Jay also saw the documentary. I think they exaggerated some facts, some truth mixed in with speculation. Reboard at Yacht Club. Every Reboard at Yacht Club brand has damage over this. Yeah. PBS Kid says, Randy, what's up? I actually just saw someone purchasing the physical Starlight Coke, and they said they liked it. I asked if I tried it, but no, I only know it as an NFT. Dabs. I love that. The user will leave speculate projects for trusted IPs. Yes, agreed. Everyone, please check out @HateItVidon and @KingMaz Forever over on Twitter. Stand up, chart and KingMaz over on the VV app. Kobe Collects and Omi Player 1 over on the YouTube. Rayfax @ETH domain name. Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin' Cheeks, Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sody Pop Media, VV Darklink, Metal Lemon, and VV Vibes, all on the YouTube. @WetWizardVV, @Nomad with Guitar, and Gary O @1234CA3, all on the Twitter. I'm saying bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. Maybe telling me to buy Omi so you can have the Lokis for yourself. Maybe. Buy one Loki and then get the rest Omi. Everyone, I love you all. Thank you for the super chats. I will catch you all later. I do have a phone call I have to get on. All right, I love you guys. Bye. Meow, 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 meow. I'm so hungry. Meow, meow, meow. Bye.